Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm going to do a well overdue Q&A for you. I feel like sometimes in my videos I'm kind of boring. Well, I know I'm kind of boring. No one said it yet, so thank you. But I just wanted you guys to get to know me. So a couple of weeks back I asked you guys to send me questions on my Snapchat and on my, I believe, Twitter. And I got a few, so I'm just going to read the majority of like generic questions that I guess people might want to know. So I'll read them, and then if you have any more questions, you can ask them in the comment section below and I'll answer them for you. So let's go. Question number 1. Are you named after anyone? Okay, so kinda. My dad's name is Mark, and apparently he just assumed he and my mom were going to have a boy. So they didn't come up with the name because they just assumed I was going to be Mark Jr. And then I guess when they went to the hospital, whoops, it's a girl. So they didn't have a name, so they decided like, okay, let's just name her Markeisha. So that's how I got my name, from my dad. Okay. Do I have any kids? No. Do you use sarcasm a lot? Yes, I am very sarcastic. Life is so much more fun that way. I was gonna say funner. It's definitely not a word. Okay, scary movie or happy movie endings? I am obsessed with happy movies. Like, I will only watch like romantic comedies. Everyone in my family hates me sometimes because I always like watching like Hallmark movies, you know, like the sappy ones. It's always like a really pretty girl, and then there's like this hot blue collar worker that comes into town, and somehow they just meet and they fall in love. I feel like the world's already crazy enough, so I don't want to watch it on TV. So yeah, I would definitely say happy. If you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? That's kind of a good question, just because a part of me wants to say no, because I know I'm a handful, but I know I'm a good friend. I know I'm a really good friend because I know I'm like caring and all that fun stuff, all those qualities you need in a friend, but I know I can be a handful. My favorite smell? I don't know, garlic? I like food, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stick to garlic. I know that sounds so horrible, but cooked garlic. Where were you born? So I was born in Orange County, and when I turned, I think like 10 or 11, I moved to Las Vegas. And then I grew up in Las Vegas, and then I moved back to Orange County. I think I was like 21 or 22. Do I have any pets? No, I don't have any pets. I'm still growing, but I'm busy too. And I don't think my lifestyle would accommodate an animal. I almost got a fish, but then I thought I don't want to change the tank. So the answer is no. Who was your first best friend? Oh, my first best friend was Carol. That was my dad's girlfriend's granddaughter. How tall are you? I am 5'5". What is your favorite drink, animal, and perfume? My favorite drink is champagne. I just like the bubbles. Honestly, if champagne all of a sudden came flat, I probably wouldn't drink it. Favorite animal, I would say, is a jaguar, just because they're from the Amazon, and I've been obsessed with Brazil and the Amazon rainforest since I was like, I think I was 8 or 9. So definitely a jaguar. And then my favorite perfume is probably my Elizabeth and James perfume. Let me get it for you. This is my favorite perfume. Oh my gosh, it smells like heaven. It's very warm. Okay, so sidebar. When I was younger, I was obsessed with Mary-Kate and Ashley. I had like all their movies, I had their posters. People thought I was very weird, and I probably was, but whatever. So, I wanted to support them when I got older, when they came out with their line Elizabeth and James, but I saw a price tag and I was like, ooh, never mind. So when they came out with this perfume, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna get it even if it smells horrible. I'm just gonna get it. And I got it, and honestly, this is possibly one of my favorite perfumes ever. I think the next runner-up, if you would have asked me this like in high school, would probably have been Fantasy by Britney Spears. What sports do you play or have you played? Zero. I am a girly girl. I don't like sweating. I don't like perspiration. I don't like anything outdoors. I'm such a diva sometimes. I hate admitting it because it's so horrible. And I'm not like a brat in the sense of the word diva, but I don't do anything outside. I just refuse to do it. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? I would have to say a few of my favorite YouTubers. I would have to say, let's see. I like Jaclyn Hill just because it seems like she's very humble and very down to earth, and she doesn't take herself seriously. And yeah, so I think that's why I like her. I also like Desi Perkins. She's super cool. I like how she makes everything look pretty easy, and she seems very down to earth. And she always responds to me when I write her. And, okay, so do you have any siblings? Yes, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. I have a brother that is 10 years younger than me. Then it's me. Then it's my sister. We're 13 months apart. And then I have a sister that's 4 years older. And then a brother that's 9 years older. What's the first thing you notice about people? Their lashes. I know it sounds horrible. It used to be their eyebrows because I used to be obsessed with eyebrows. But I first noticed their lashes just because I do lashes for a living. So that's the first thing like my eyes go to. But if you're talking about like character wise, I don't know. I guess if someone's nice. I feel like if someone is like, I feel like whenever I like go on dates or if I'm getting introduced to new people, I like to notice how they are to service people. Like someone holding the door, or like the waiter or bartender, or I don't know, an usher, wherever we are, just because if they're rude to strangers like that, you don't know, they're probably going to be just as crazy and rude to you. What's your favorite / worst subject in high school? My favorite subject was English for sure. I used to love to read, and I just loved like literature. And then it changed to entrepreneurship. Sidebar, my dad does not know this, but I don't think he watches my videos. I was such a nerd. I would ditch with one of my friends, but I would go back from my entrepreneurship class and then go back to wherever we were. So horrible. And then my worst was math. I sucked at math. I would always get like straight A's. I'm like going down the line, and then it'd be that 1B. I never made the cut. Zodiac sign. I don't really believe in that stuff, but I believe it's either Gemini or Cancer. I'm like right on the cusp. I know growing up when I used to look up that stuff, I would always, depending on like which calendar I would get, literally 1 month I'd be Gemini, the next month or the next calendar I'd be Cancer. So when I was like, I don't know, 10, I would just go for whatever fortune was more fun. 3 things I love: Jesus, makeup, food. My best friend. Jesus? Actually, no, well, he is, but I'm gonna say the girls in my small group. I love the girls. They're so fun. The last song I listened to. Last song I listened to. It was either, I think it was Lana Del Rey. I think it was High by the Beach. I think, yeah. How many tattoos? Piercings. I am petrified of needles, so 0. Oh wait, actually I have my ears pierced, but I got those done when I think I was like 3 weeks old or something. My mom did it. Let's see, how I feel right now. I feel hungry right now and hot because of this beanie, but I didn't do my hair, so I just kind of threw it on. Something I really want. I really want to be able to eat and not gain weight. Let's see. My current relationship status is single and loving it. My favorite movie I would say is Clueless. I'm such a girl, but that legit is my favorite movie. It's so funny. And then I think my second favorite movie is, shocker, Mean Girls. Which is horrible because I don't think I'm a mean girl, And I actually like preach against that kind of stuff, which is so horrible to admit, but I love it. That's like, I don't know. Okay, and then my favorite song. My favorite song is probably still Heaven Can Wait by Michael Jackson. My favorite band. I don't really like music. Oh, I'll just say Hillsong Young and Free. I'll just keep it there. 3 things that upset me. 3 things that upset me are bad manners, ungrateful people, and liars. 3 things that make me happy. Food, makeup, and friends and family. You get the idea. What I find attractive in other people. I find, like when I'm looking for, well, I guess, yeah, when I'm looking in like a mate, I guess, I find intellect very attractive. Someone I miss. My grandma, she lives far away. Someone I love. Myself. My relationship with my parents are great. My dad is my best friend. And I talk to my mom probably every day, if not twice a day. My favorite holiday is Easter, just because it was Jesus's resurrection and the food doesn't help. 3 things that annoy me easily. I don't want to really get into all my pet peeves just because I get annoyed very easily. So I would say I'm very impatient. So indecisiveness for sure is one thing that annoys me. I would say another thing is people who don't share their food with me. And what is it? 3 things that annoy me. People that are late. I'm very punctual, so I hate people that are late. Something that's currently worrying me. Not a thing in life. Now, I'll tell you one thing. Why I'm not a millionaire. No, honestly, life is so good right now. Nothing right now worries me. An embarrassing moment. They happen daily, like literally daily. I can't single out just one. Where I work at my salon that I own. Something that's constantly on my mind. I would say my future. Something I fantasize about. Going to Fiji or Bora Bora. My favorite stores. Sephora, Ulta, and Walmart. I love going to Walmart. My favorite food. If I had to choose one meal for the rest of my life, it would be a street taco. It'd be a carne asada street taco. Not like the ones from any restaurant. Like literally, I want to go to like the hood and get a street taco. Those are the best with just a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of lime. That's it, nothing else. Something I'm talented at. Running my mouth. My idea of a perfect date. I don't know, what is up with all these date question guys? Are you guys trying to hint at something? My idea of a perfect date would probably be, I don't know, because I'm a foodie, aka a fatty. I would say a restaurant, but at the same time, I feel like restaurant dates are kind of boring. It's kind of like you're being interviewed at a obviously at a restaurant, but it's kind of like, I don't want to be interviewed. It's weird to me. So I would say a perfect date would be something active, like maybe like Disney. Well, no, Disneyland, there's too many people. I'd probably get anxiety there. But maybe something like Dave & Buster's or Boomers or some type of smaller amusement park or somewhere where you could be active, like a laser tag type something, where you're not just like sitting across interviewing the person, because I find that very weird. My celebrity crush. I have so many. So rest in peace. My first celebrity crush was Paul Walker. I thought I was gonna marry him. But seriously, that man was gorgeous. So now I think my celebrity crush is Idris Elba. He's some yummy dark chocolate. Number of kids I want. Do I smoke? Do I drink? I have never smoked. Drink, I have in the past. I don't like to anymore. I do drink champagne occasionally. But as far as like hard, I can't talk. As far as hard alcohol, I do not drink. What is one makeup item you can't live without? A makeup item I can't live without? That's very hard. Okay, what do I love? My brows? I don't, Okay, so I'm going to say I can't live without a nude lipstick. However, if I had to just choose an item like that I had to use for the rest of my life, it would probably be, I would probably say brows or lashes. I don't know, this is hard because I feel like if you have good skin, you don't really need the foundation. And then if I had to choose one product, like I can get my lips shined somehow with not having to use, I guess, like a lipstick or a lip gloss. So it wouldn't be that, but I'm like, my brows, like I couldn't get these no matter what I tried to use. And then my lashes, I couldn't get that either. So it'd have to be lashes or brows. Let's see. I would say brows. I'm gonna go with brow. This is hard, so I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, let's see. My favorite low-end brand. Okay, you guys know, if you've been following me for day one, my favorite brand of all time is Maybelline. I just feel like their products are so universal. I don't love absolutely everything they come out with, but I love a big chunk of a lot of the stuff. Like their mascaras are amazing, and I love their eyeliners. And I now love their lipsticks. I love their velvet mattes. Yeah, I love their velvet mattes. So I would say Maybelline for sure is like my go-to of any line. But if I had to choose like a low end and then a high end, I would for sure choose Maybelline. And then my high end would be Makeup Forever. Who is my beauty inspiration? I would say my beauty inspiration is Dorothy Dandridge. I love her. I have her all over my room. I turned the camera, but my room's a mess, so I'll just tell you. I don't know. I like her just because I feel like she kind of paved the way for African Americans and like the beauty. Obviously, it wasn't the beauty industry, but as far as being beautiful, I don't want to go into all the history, but I would definitely say Dorothy Dandridge. Alright guys, so thanks so much for tuning in to my Q&A. I hope these questions helped you learn a little bit more about me, and I will see you guys next time. And if you have a video suggestion, leave it down below. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye.